So we're going to start this session with child's pose, and we're going to be here for 3 deep breaths. And this session is what I like to call a YOWOS workout, which is yoga movements and workout movements combined in one session. So we're going to work with bodyweight movements and some yoga stretch. Come up and we're going to work some cat and cow. So as you breathe in, you drop your belly and lift your head. When you breathe out, you round your spine and drop your head. And we're going to repeat this 3 times. So inhale and exhale, round your spine. And one more time, breathe in, drop your belly, lift your head. And then when you breathe out, you round your spine and lift your back. Then take a seat, lift your right arm up and stretch to your left side, and lift your left arm up and stretch to your right side. So come up to a half stand, reach your left arm to your left heel and your right up arm in the sky, and bend your back and stay here for 3 deep breaths. And then repeat the same thing on the other side with your right arm down and your left arm up for 3 deep breaths. Then it's time to go up to downward facing dog. So try to keep your legs straight and try to keep your heels down towards your mat and your arms in line with your ears. And we're going to stay here for 3 deep breaths. Walk your hands forward a little bit and stay in a high plank. And we're going to start to work some abdominals. So start with your left knee and try to reach your right arm, and then the middle, and then your left arm. And repeat it one more time. So the knee to your right arm, then back, your knee to the middle, and back, and then land your foot outside of your left hand. And now back again and switch leg. And we're going to do this 6 times. So either you can do it this movement as I'm doing here, or you can do jumping movement. Your 6 movements, you will land with your left foot in the front, in a fronted lunge. And we're going to work our way up to warrior 1. And from here, we are going to start to do 8 lunges on our left leg. So as you see me doing here, just up and down in a lunge. And if it's too intense for you to have your arms straight up, you can just have them in your waist like I'm having here. Meet me in warrior 2. Stay here for 1 deep breath, then drop your arms behind your back, tug your hands in and fall forward in a deep stretch, and breathe 2 deep breaths. Come back to warrior 2. And in next movement, we are going to reach the left arm down and the right arm up in the sky. We're going to breathe 2 deep breaths here and try to go as far down as you can, and try to push your left arm into your left knee to create more tension. Then we're going to twist to the other side, so come down with your right arm and lift your left arm up in the sky in a spinal twist here. To get it even more intense, you can move your down arm outside of your front foot. And then come back to warrior 2 again. Straighten your left leg and point your toes forward, a little bit inwards. And then fall forward, and we're going to have a deep stretch here for 3 deep breaths where you try to go as far down as you can. So stretch out your back, stretch out your thighs, and stretch out your hamstring. Reach your right arm up in the sky, but keep your head and your chest and your hips in line with the floor, so no twisting here in the back. And then repeat the same thing with your left arm. And jump or walk your feet into hip distance, and we're going to fall forward into an even deeper stretch. So straighten your legs and fall forward. And if you want to have a deeper stretch, you can stay on your hands if you can reach that far. Otherwise, just hang with your arms and reach as far down as you can. Then come up and we're going to work squats. So you're going to do 10 squats, just like I'm doing here. Keep your heels down, work with your booty, and we're doing 10 squats. So for your last squat, come down and stay, and we're going to work alternated up and downs. So if you cannot do this because of your knees, you can just stay in a locked in position in the squat. But if you can do this with your knees, you just go up and down and you alternate the left and the right leg as I'm doing here, and you repeat it 6 times, so 3 times on each leg. So jump or walk your feet out again and do 3 warriors lunge. And then we're going to repeat this circle on the right leg. So come down to a downward facing dog. Then meet me in the plank position with your right knee up. And we're going to do the same thing to your left arm, the middle, the right arm, the left arm again, the middle, and then land your right feet outside of your right hand. And now we're going to do the movements where we're going to jump, or if jumping is too hard for you, just go down like we did in the first block, back and forward. And we're going to do this 6 times, and then land your right knee in the front and come up to warrior 1. And then we're going to start work with 8 lunges on our right knee. And come to warrior 2. And we are going to do the same thing as we did on the other side. So we're going to twist our hands behind our back and fall forward into a deep stretch for 2 breaths. Come up to warrior 2 for 2 breaths and prepare yourself for your right arm down and your left arm up in the sky for a deep stretch. If you want this to be more intense, you can bind your arms like I'm doing here, but this is optional. This is just if you want more tension. Otherwise, you just stay in the upward position. And then we're twisting to the other side and try to stretch your back as much as you can in this spinal twist. Come back to warrior 2 and then meet me in a downward facing dog. And then jump or walk your feet to the front of your mat and stay stretched here for a little bit. Curl your back, straighten your legs as much as you can. fall forward and deepen your stretch. Try to reach your toes if you can, or have bragged arms if you cannot reach your arm all the way down. The most important thing is that you feel the stretch in your back thighs. And then come down to a sit, and we're going to start to work some abdominals. So we're going to start in the boat position. And to get this more intense, we're going to work down to canoe and up to boat again, and repeat this 5 times. And then we go down to canoe and keep your legs up, keep your chest lifted, and we're going to squeeze just a little bit longer. So hold yourself upwards and then relax and come down to lay on your mat. So we are moving into the last block, so tuck your feet in and we're going to start to work your booty a little bit. So lift your hips up to a half bridge and stay here. Then keep your hip lifted and reach your left leg up and start doing 8 hip thrusts with your right leg. So single leg hip thrusts. And if this is too intense for you, you can just do normal hip thrusts with both your legs down. This is just as okay as this one, but to do one leg hip thrust is a little more intense. And then come down with your left leg straight and go into a half happy baby pose. So reach your right arm on the outside of your right foot and just stretch as much as you can here. So we are going to repeat the same thing on the other side. So come up to a half bridge again. Then lift your right leg up and do 8 hip thrusts with your left leg. Then come down and reach your left arm on the outside of your left foot and do half happy baby stretch. And meet up with your right foot and do full happy baby stretch. And here you can have it as intense as you want. The further down you have your legs, the less intense it's going to be. And if you want to have it even more intense, you can take your legs up or even straighten the legs. So you decide how intense you want this happy baby pose to be. And stay here for a little longer, and then we're going to straighten out the legs. We're going to move into Shavasana. So just lay down and start to feel completely relaxed. So relax in your legs, in your jaw, in your arms, your chest, even your feet are just falling out to the sides. And just breathe. Start to move your fingers a little bit. When you feel ready, wiggle your toes a little bit and come back with your mind to this room. Waken up the body, breath by breath. And whenever you feel ready, you can roll over to the side or tug your knees in and wiggle your back a little bit, and then come up to a seated position with your knees crossed and a prayer's hand. Take a deep breath and take a bow for yourself for finishing this practice today, and namaste. So thank you so much for tuning in with me on this YOWOS session. So YOWOS is something that I have created myself. I thought, why not combine yoga and workouts and make it a yoga workout session, a YOWOS. So I do not know how you thought about this, but I got pretty sweaty during this 15 minutes of workout, and I really feel like I'm targeting my glutes, my whole legs, and my abdominal area. So I hope that you guys like this follow along workout. Let me know if this is something that you would like me to do more often, and yeah, just let me know what you think of it. So I hope that you're going to give it a like. I hope that you will subscribe, and let me know if you want to see this more often. Thank you so much for watching this time and staying with me this whole workout, and I see you in my next one. Bye.